So you're gonna be an expat. So you decided to move. You decided to move. You decided to move to the Philippines, and you're looking for information online. This particular one is YouTube, to help you transition, right? So there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of forums, there's a lot of other channels, other bloggers. What makes this channel different? Okay. A lot of expats that are now based in the Philippines are giving their advice living in the Philippines, okay? And basically immersing into the culture by experience. When I say by experience, they, like you go there with some information you've gathered through friends, maybe a friend who is Filipino, or you've gone online, those things, right? And you gather the information, and it's enough for you to basically say, I'm ready to move, right? So that's, I could say maybe 98% of the channel. And I've done my research. There's not a lot like this channel. Okay. What if you know a channel where a person has lived the life, or most of the life, like yours? When I say yours, it's like North American Western culture, okay? And also knows the culture in the Philippines. 99% of expats, they go to the Philippines and they don't know anything about the culture, and they learn as they go. But obviously you're watching this because you're looking for information. So what is the channel offering? Okay, so I was born, grew up, and been educated in the Philippines until I was 28 years old. So I know the culture, I am the culture, and then I moved to North America, and I'm still living here, now going 25 years. So I'm 53 years old, a man, like most of you expats are men. I'm not saying this is not gonna resonate to the female crowd. It will. But I have something to offer. Basically, the North American way of living. I've lived it for 25 years. And I also grew, born and raised in the Philippines. That's the main advantage of this channel. Most advice you get online are expats that go there and get advice from fellow expats that have been there longer than them, but they learn the culture through their girlfriends, their neighbors there, but they never really have experienced it firsthand, and then they basically weave the two cultures together. Okay? The channel will be geared to comparing the two, making you potential expats to basically get ready on your move. Compare the two cultures at the perspective of mostly men, right? And basically get you climatize, I mean, as ready as you can be, and familiarize on the ways, right? So we're going to be talking about language, culture, tradition, geography, you know, economics, right? A lot of, when I say economics, you know, a lot of channels are there. They're talking about the cost of living and stuff like that, right? But I've yet to see a channel where they talk about how to go about, right? The greetings and stuff like that, right? Or manners and how to basically on the dining table and stuff like that, right? So, or the ways to basically not be disrespectful or respectful, right? Things like that. Livelihood, right? And things that, you know, if I do this, would I offend the locals? Or if they do this, why is it, you know, is that normal? And things like that, right? So we're gonna go to that. Like it's almost like me basically giving you the insights on both sides, right? And I'm confident that I would be giving that insight because, like I said, it's still in me. I still have family there. And in fact, I'm building this channel because we are moving there soon, right? And in the last 2 years, I've been watching a lot of channels, and this is what I see that's lacking, right? So I think we are in a distinct advantage to basically offer this to fellow expats, right? You could call me balikbayan, right? But I think having almost half of my life living here in the Western culture, Western sector of the planet, and then having education, formal education, and growing up there is an advantage, right? So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break down the channel, but this is an introduction. So I hope you'll be interested, you know, and we can get this channel going. So if you're planning, right, this would be a good tool for you, right? So, okay, so that's it for now. That's the introduction. There'll be more, and we'll discuss it further.